Hey everyone, in this video we are going to be talking about some of the admin controls that you have if you are the creator of a frame and you are on that frame. These are some things that can help you sort of manage meetings, help them go a little bit smoother, and also protect privacy in certain ways. So let's dive in. There are two places where you can really use some of these controls. One of them is in the sidebar. If you go into the Frames tab, you'll see a drop down for this frame. And this is where you can see a lot of the controls that you as an administrator of the frame have over it. So some of these are quite handy. Some of the ones that I want to dive into now are this toggle here for editing permissions. So by default, it's set to anyone can edit the frame. This does only include people that are logged in, but what this means is if anyone is on your frame and they want to edit it, they can do so. Now, if you just want it to be so that only members of your frame can edit it, you can set that as well. Now, you might be thinking, what is a member and how do I invite members? Well, if you look down below, you'll see a members label, and if you click the plus button, that will actually let you invite a member to your frame. And when you do this with their email address, that will send them an email that says, you've been invited to so-and-so frame, click this button to go there. And then so long as they're logged in with the account, kind of with the same email address that you invited them with, then they will also have editing permissions because they will be a member. If you don't want anyone to be able to edit it, and this is quite common sometimes if you don't want it to get too chaotic with people bringing things in and moving things around, you can also simply set it to only you can edit. So below editing permissions, you'll see another option for viewing permissions. Right now, the default is that anyone can view your frame. So if they put this URL in their browser, they can go there, press connect, and then be in here with you with voice chat and as an avatar. So that's all good and fine. It's often just what you want, but if you want it to be a little bit more protected, you can make it so that only members can view your frame. And if anyone who's not a member tries to, it will say, sorry, you don't have permission to view this. Or if you're really just working on it on your own, it's kind of a draft, you really don't even want anyone to accidentally stumble upon it, you can set only you can view. Okay. Now, and in fact, you can see that as soon as I set that only you can view, that other avatar actually got kicked out of the scene. So if people are in here, it'll actually boot them out if you set only you can view. Okay, fair enough. Let's check out some other controls. So the other place that you can see controls is up here at the top left in the online users menu. Now, I signed back in with this other user just to show you some of the things you can do up here. But one of the things you can do is mute other people's microphones. So you'll see, all the name tags show up here. So here's anonymous, and if I click this, it will actually mute their mic. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. That's the boot button. If you click their microphone, it will mute their mic. And then you'll see that their microphone is muted both here and above their avatar. Now, this other button, the one that I accidentally clicked before, is actually the boot button. And if you click this, it'll ask you to confirm, are you sure you want to boot this user? And you can say, yep, then they're good to go. Now, that does boot the other user, but if they were to refresh they were to clear their browser cache and cookies and all that stuff, and then come back in, they would be able to. So if you find someone who's doing that, kind of clearing their browser history, then coming back in, you might want to make your frame be a bit more protected with that first thing I showed you. Maybe setting it so that only members can view it, and so forth. We're going to be working on other kind of tools that let you sort of moderate your frame, but for now you can at least kick people out. If someone is being really troublesome, you can limit your frame so that only members can view it. Okay, there you have it. So I showed you, you can boot people, you can manage who can edit or view your frames, you can mute other people's microphones. You can't turn them back on, but you can mute them. Okay, there you have it for kind of administrative controls that you have over your frame. Good luck.